Hello, today I will quickly talk about the new projects I've been working on, which goes to dashboard. So in this dashboard, this is kind of like the design for it. So we're gonna have basically like a graph page that display most of the graph for the IT, basically all the graph in IT. So we got this graph and then this thing that displaying it. And so this is the main dashboard to basically display these graph. And then it's also when you view each graph, it got the functionality to just like when you view each graph, you can actually do some settings, and then once you viewed it, and then some machine learning comment as well. So that's another functionality. And finally, it has the ability to see the data alongside with like import and export. If import the data from the Excel file. So yeah, that's kind of the main things about these things. Is basically helping to show the IT data for the yeah, like for like being used once a month. Yeah. So, and then in terms of its the designing of the database, we got, so we have the graph data, then we have this graph. So this is for displaying the data. So it has like graph ID, date, and value, and then this graph, and then those value type, and then it's also collect to graph categories like security and things, and then finally like the graph settings. So each user can do some settings to the graph. And yeah, like the period on the x-axis, like sometimes you have month or day or year. So yeah, that's a brief overview of the things. And for the back end, what we got is these like graph setting object, graph data. So basically very much just using from the database, and then some common objects. So the edit structure, so every single edit data, we have the ID, and the data is that object, like basically whatever the object that is being used. Also the, like, so when you get graph, it's like you need to put in start date and date, and then which graph it is, and then for what user, so we can grab the settings or average. So this is kind of like to see if we graph every single data or we just grab the average data for it. um, and then every single output got the same thing, so same structure. And then if we get graph, it's like the structure to get the graph setting and the graph data go at the same time. And so we have some endpoint like graph data endpoint. So basically it's really like just get, insert, edit, and delete, very similar to for each of these one. um, Among graph setting, so graph, you can get every single graph. And then in terms of like we also have an Azure function to collect data once a month. So for each of these, like it's just gonna grab and collect the data. And also yeah, that's and then the details for data collection. So some of them are manual input, some of them grabbing from API, which being used in the Azure function. So, and the phishing score and things. So yeah, like so we have details for the security graph, the IT operations, the service delivery, the software development, the information architecture, and the project MBI. So yeah, that's basically a little briefly about this project. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.